So anyway, last night I posted a new product video on the Peony Garden Suite. So if you had a chance to take a look at that, tonight I'm going to actually demonstrate a card for you. I'm going to show you how to put that peony together. So I'm going to switch my phone so it's down on my workspace, and let's get started. So let's do this. There we go. So I'm not sure, I can't see myself on my iPad yet, but if you have any questions, just leave some comments, and if I don't answer them during the video, I'll get to them after the video is done. So just give me a sec. I'm on my iPad trying to see if I'm here. All right. Okay, so this was a card I made yesterday, and let's make sure that I'm in focus. Let's turn my lights on, that would help. There we go. All right, so I was playing around with this set yesterday. Here's the set just to remind you what it looks like. And it comes with quite a big die set. There's 17 pieces in here, and we're gonna play with some of that tonight. So I made this card yesterday, and I really wanted to make the peony more 3D, so I put it through several different steps. So let me just show you how that goes together. Obviously, there won't be a lot of stamping in the card I'm doing tonight. It's mostly how to make that peony. So let's get started. I have not quite all my dies, but I put my dies on a little magnet board so I don't lose them because they're so tiny, and knowing me, I'll lose them. You need 4 pieces from the die set. So you need this one, this one, this one, and this one. So here's all the leaves, and these 4 make up the peony. And then there's others, but these ones just go around the images. So you've got that beautiful big peony and these 2 small ones. So that's what these are for. And then you have this beautiful scalloped edge here too. It also embosses a little scallop on there as well as cuts, so it's really very pretty. So we're going to use these 4 pieces, and we're going to use the leaves as well. So just basically, just so you can understand how this is going to work, I'm going to cut these 4 pieces out, and you see the bottom squiggles? They're all going to line up one at a time like this. That's the general idea of how this peony is made. So let's bring in some paper and my Big Shot, and let's get started. I haven't heard any screaming yet from upstairs, so they must be on commercial. Oh my goodness, people, I've never seen anything so gross as this Kings of Pain. It was really kind of a weird show, but anyway, it's a guy thing, I think. It's a Father's Day shows, they're all up there screaming. All right, I'm gonna put this through just like this. I'm gonna do a few things to this to make it pop. Trying to see if I can see anything on my iPad, but nothing's coming up. All right. Take these pieces, put them on my handy dandy magnet. All right, so the first thing I want to do is actually add some color to these. So I'm actually going to take this leftover piece of, and I'm just using the regular Whisper White cardstock. I'm going to take in some Petal Pink, and I just have a really cheap makeup brush I'm going to use, and I'm going to pick up some color. And I'm gonna stick it in here like this. And I'm just gonna rub a little color around the edge of this. All 4 pieces I'm gonna do this. You're just gonna have to bear with me as I put a little color on everything. And then we're gonna run this through an embossing folder to give it some depth. Tried a few things yesterday. I tried wetting it, scrunching it, just easier to do with the white because it's a bit of a thinner cardstock. I was trying Oh, Seaside Spray, that's what I was trying yesterday. So we're just gonna add some color. That's 2. Bring in the third one. Add some color. Oop. Just like that. Okay, one more piece and then I can show you what all goes together. This one I can just, it's just a tinier piece, so I'll just do that. All right, so I did that in Petal Pink. And I'll put this aside for a sec. So now I wanted to add some texture. So I took these pieces and the new embossing folder, I think it's called Old World 3D embossing folder. And I'm just going to put these pieces in here. Close it, doesn't really matter which way. Up. Of course, do you think I can find my special plate? Oh, there it is. Of course I can. And we'll run that through. Sandwich that just like this. Bring in my big shot and run it through. Did you guys hear that Stampin' Up! Is bringing out their own embossing machine, and I believe it's August they're bringing it out. That's going to be exciting because that machine is my good friend Farah who's letting me borrow it because mine bit the dust a couple weeks ago. So I am looking forward to the new embossing machine from Stampin' Up! All right, so now we have these 4 pieces, and this is how they go together, from smallest to the biggest. Let me just get a bit of glue, and this is what I like to do. I'm going to bring in my dimensions because I really want to give this a bit of a pop so we can see what's going on. So you're going to take the small one, and it's going to go inside the second smallest one. Like this, and you're going to line it up. I'm going to turn it over so you can see this. A little bit of a, so you see these this little curve? This has to line up like that, and they're all going to do that. This one's going to line up the same way. That one's going to line up the same way, okay? So I'm going to put a bit of glue on the bottom here just to keep it in place. And the Tombow glue is great because it dries super quick. And then I'm going to bring in, you know what, I forgot to put the stamen through the big shot, but I'll do that in a bit. Okay, I'm going to bring in some dimensions. All right. Stick my finger in there, in the back, and stick in a dimension. Dimension. All right. Go to the next one, stick that in, do the same thing, bring it in on the back, put a little dot of glue just to hold it in place. Oh, that's a new, coming out like wildfire, that little glue. It's brand new. I just opened that one up today. And one more. Let us line that one up in the back. Like that. Put a little bit of glue on there, and I'm gonna go in here after I put this down. I mean, that looks beautiful just as it is, right? But I really wanted to give it a bit more dimension, so I added little dimensions to make it stick up after every layer. Okay, so I stuck one in here. Oh, would help if the 2 sides were off. Just like this. My goodness, people, I can hear them screaming upstairs. You probably can't hear them, but it's making me giggle. So can you see how that's kind of given it a bit of a pop? And then I'm also going to take some Wink Stella and just add that to the tips just to give it a little shine. Also kind of brings the color out a little bit. Just like that. And then we'll put this aside for a sec while I cut the center part of the flower. Just like that. Real quick. Don't really have to be an artist. Just sort of slop it in there. All right, so take this little piece here and we will run that through in some gray granite. Let's see. Let's do that quickly off camera. You can hear me twiddling around here with my machine. Oh dear. Maybe, maybe not. It's coming. Come on. Ah! You know, always when you're on camera, something doesn't want to go right, does it? Doesn't want to go through. Well, that's fine. We'll do it later when it wants to cooperate. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to take some Whisper White thick. I want to do thick because this has some weight to it and it needs to stand up. So let me do that. Not really doing things in order here, am I? Well, that's okay. That's how I roll. All right, 4 1/4. Let's put that. I'm going to fold that in half. Bring in my DSP. This is some of the DSP that I showed you last night on the new product video. I'm going to cut that into a 2-inch strip. Just like that. By 4 1/4. Just like that. And I want to layer that, so I will get some gray granite and do a 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. All right, just like that. Nope, maybe not. 2 1/4. 2 by 2 1/4. That works. All right, just like that. So we'll put that on the front of the card. Oh dear, I can hear people. My dog's about to bark, but that's how it goes when you're live, right? Okay. Put that down. Don't come in.
Okay, I love you, bye.
Okay, love you, bye. That's how it rolls. That's how it rolls around here. All right. There we go. I love using Tombow. I don't know about you. It gives you a few seconds before you put anything down, and it sticks really fast. Okay. So eventually this is going to go on here, but let's make some leaves, shall we? In that center of the flower. So let's bring this back, and hopefully this is going to cooperate with me. Where are all my pieces? There we go. Bring that. Put that here. This is Old Olive, and I forget what the darker green is. That's because I don't use it very often. What's it called? Let me look it up for you. Mossy Meadow. Of course, it's Mossy Meadow. I'm going to try Mossy Meadow with these little pieces. These kind of outline the outer edge of the leaves. So I haven't actually tried this color yet. Let's try it. I'm going to bring all these leaves. Sorry if I'm getting my head in the way. I hope I'm not, but I can't see. I can't see anything on my iPad for some reason, but I'm sure I'm there somewhere. All right, put that there. Stick this over top. Well, I guess I shouldn't waste paper, should I? I should probably put this all in a nice, neat little row and not waste paper. There we go. And we can use it for something else. Oh, let's bring in the gray granite too, shall we? Let's see if we can get it all. Can we? I don't know. Let's try. Let's not. Let's put this through first. Okay. Through. I have to stand up. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, no wonder it can't go through. Ah! That would help. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's much better. My goodness. All right. Perfect. Now it goes through. Oh, yeah. Let's take this aside. Let's get these pieces on my little magnet board so I don't lose them, because they're so tiny and I'll lose them. Boop, boop, boop. One more, because I've already lost that little stamen piece, you see? See what I do? Oh well. All good. All good. It's probably on the floor somewhere. Oh, found it. There we go. Oops. Let's put it over here. Okay. So, I've not done these two colors yet. Let's see how they look together. Sometimes I just take like the Mossy Meadow, and I, instead of, this is Old Olive, but I'll take Mossy Meadow, and so it's a bit of a darker green. So the idea is that that actually goes there. So let's do that, shall we? I'm going to bring in my little tweezers, because, let's see, it'll help me pick this up. This is brand new. I'm afraid it's going to come gushing out if I squeeze it too hard. There we go. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, here we go. Just like that. That works. I'll show you one I did a little earlier where I sponged the edge so you can kind of see the difference. So that's one. Let's bring this one in. Let's do that. Pick that up. So I don't know what, I've shown you two videos so far. I think the Pampered Pets came out today at 5, and then the Prize Peony I showed you yesterday. So if you're watching, which of the two so far are your favorite suite? And you might have a different favorite suite of the whole catalog. Is this the right size? No, I've got to turn that around. There you go. Let me know what your favorite one is. Pampered Pets is all-time favorite. That was the very first thing I had to get when I looked at the new catalog. But there's lots of fun things in there. Now, what is this one too? Let's just check it out. I know it's one of these small ones. Here, just like that. Perfect. Let me get rid of these two so I don't get confused. Dop on some. You know, they also have sticky sheets that you can buy. I could have gotten those. I didn't get them in the million things that I've ordered. I've only ordered 4 times so far. Still waiting for one box of more goodies to come because I keep adding to my have-to-have list. And hopefully if that comes in this week, I'll do a live box opening of all that product. Okay, so let's bring this back here. Now, you know what I did earlier? Okay, here are the little vellum sheets that go with this. Just make sure that you're all right. And you get, I think, 24 in here. So I took one earlier and I sponged it in gray granite. I wasn't sure what that would look like. I thought, I don't know if it looks dirty or if it would pop the flower or if it loses its dainty. I'm not really sure. That was the idea anyway. See how you can see it on the white? That was sort of my idea. Or you could do the white. I don't know. I think I'm going to be different and use this one. Kind of just put it in there on a bit of a, maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm going to do. I need tape. My tape. Oh, my goodness. Ill prepared. I'm just going to put a piece of tape in here. Stick this down. I like it when things kind of come over the edge like that. All right. And I'm going to glue the bottom down, but I'm actually going to put another dimension back here. Pop it up a little more, just like that. Let's make a decision. Don't worry, I'm going to get that center part in there eventually. Kind of like that. Let's see where we want to put the leaves. This is what I call dry fitting. That's what I tell all my customers. Just dry fit stuff until you have it in a position that you like. This morning on our Zoom call, we made double wonder cards using DSP paper. And I warned them. I said, you've got 12 pieces to play with, and you should dry fit them on the 4 pieces of card, or you may be stuck with the same pattern 3 times for a card. And sure enough, I heard, oops, I did it wrong. Now I understand why you said dry fit. It's kind of funny. Anyway, I always like to dry fit, just sort of see how things play out first. So I like that. So let me just pick that up and put a little glue on stuff. I'm a little ticked because I can't see anything on my iPad and I'm not sure what I've done. I know I'm live, I just can't see anything, so it's kind of weird. Oh well, it's all new, right? Still new to me, all this live stuff. Okay, let's go back. This, I might even actually take this little leaf and pop it up. Why not? I'm into popping things up. More dimension, the better. More variety. All right, kind of like that. My flower back in here. And I got my dimension there, so I'm going to put a little bit of glue down here. Don't need a lot with this glue, it's pretty sticky. Okay. Just like that. Let me give that a couple seconds to dry while I finally get this guy to go through. All right. Give me a sec. Whilst I put this through. Whew, finally got that one through. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end. Just like that. Not a lot of stamping on this card. We're just going to put a little saying. Let's stick that in there. Okay. I may have to do this off camera because I can't see down the little. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Bring in this. What should we put here? Should we put a ribbon on here? A ribbon? Let's put a ribbon. Let's put a ribbon. And let's take something. Let's take this one. Finish this card off. So as you can see, this is a beautiful set. And getting the suite is quite nice because then you have everything matchy-matchy, right? Matchy-matchy. Is that a word? Matchy-matchy. It's a word. Take some gray granite ink and stamp my love and thanks and hold my breath that I did this correctly. And it goes on straight. 1, 2, 3. Ah, nice. Although I think that's my thumbprint. Yeah, that would be about my MO. Getting inky fingers and everything. All right, well, let's put this in here. You wouldn't have to. You could kind of leave it the way it is, right? I think I might just leave it. Or should I put the ribbon? I could do that. No, I'm just going to leave it. I have other ribbon too. Look at this petal pink. That would go really nice. And here's another ribbon. You'll see it next week in one of my videos. I can't even remember what ribbon pack this is with, but I love this ribbon. To me, it's just very romantic feeling. But anyway. All right. This is my card for the night. My peony. Maybe later this week I'll actually do a stamped image. Oh, I do have a card to show you. Where is it? I did. I got one in the mail. What did I do with it? Of course. I don't know. I might have to post it later. I had it right here, but I turned my desk into an absolute disaster, so I can't find it. That's too bad. I'll post it later after the video. I'm sure I'll find it as soon as I'm done. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the catalog launch so far. Make sure and comment, because all your comments, your name will get thrown into a hat for a draw at the end of the week. So have an awesome evening, and we will see you guys tomorrow.